video, we will discuss habits can affect brain health, especially in the field of environmental health. The environment has a big influence on human brain health, including lifestyle. There are several habits that can have a negative impact on brain health. Here we will mention 7 habits that we usually do that have an impact on brain health.
In this video, we will discuss more about how air pollution can damage brain health, and later how we can prevent exposure to pollution that causes brain damage. We need to know first how air pollution can cause brain damage. Air pollution is responsible for about 6.7 million deaths every year across the world and has been linked to numerous health conditions, including heart disease, lung disease, and cancer. Now, emerging research is also pointing towards air pollution increasing our risk of mental health problems and even brain conditions such as Alzheimer's disease. The global figures on air pollution levels are startling, with 99% of the world's population living in areas where air pollution exceeds the recommended levels set by the World Health Organization. This means that most of us are not breathing the clean air we may think we are. With this in mind, we should consider the effect that air pollution has on the brain and start to see it as a risk to our overall health. Exposure to air pollution is not something we can control as individuals. For many of us, it is just an intrinsic aspect of where we live, work, and socialize. But would you think more carefully about where you spend your time if you were fully aware of the effects of air pollution on your brain? However, research is now showing that air pollution also has long-term effects on the brain, with experts labeling it as one of the 12 modifiable risk factors for dementia. It is thought that air pollution causes inflammation in the brain, which leads to a cascade of events that include a buildup of the harmful protein linked to the diseases responsible for dementia. Long-term exposure to air pollution can damage brain cells and affect children's brain development. This can impact cognition, mood, and mental health. The main culprits behind this increased risk are traffic exhaust fumes, residential wood burning, and high levels of nitrogen dioxide, which can be attributed to industrial emissions, gardening equipment, power plants, and construction and exhaust fumes. We don't have to just sit back and resign ourselves to the fact that air pollution is part of our everyday lives. Its impact on our bodies does not need to be a foregone conclusion. There are measures we can adopt as individuals to try to reduce air pollution levels in our local areas, such as using public transport where possible, avoiding the use of wood and coal burning in the home, servicing any vehicles regularly, and checking tyres frequently. Air pollution can be reduced by planting plants. Plants can absorb pollution particles or CO2 gas, so they can prevent air pollution. In addition, plants can also help slow the spread of pollution carried by the wind. Planting plants indoors can help filter air pollutants and improve indoor air quality. If you have a yard or outdoor space, there's nothing wrong with starting to plant trees and plants to absorb CO2 and other pollutants. Motor vehicles use fuel, which, in its use, can cause air pollution. The more fuel used, the greater the quantity of pollution produced. Therefore, we should reduce the use of private transportation by using available public transportation. If the distance is not too far, walking or cycling is a good choice. In addition to reducing air pollution, you also get health benefits from physical activity. You can also use environmentally friendly vehicles, such as bicycles, scooters, or electric cars/motorcycles. Avoid burning trash because the smoke formed from the burning will become emission gas that can pollute the air. Instead, separate trash and recycle items that can be reused to reduce the need for burning trash. We can sort the waste from home into organic and inorganic waste to minimize the waste that will be disposed of in the final disposal. Organic waste can be used as organic fertilizer, fish food, and others. Meanwhile, non-organic waste can be recycled or reused by being created into other items, such as used cans for plant pots. There is still a lot we can do to reduce air pollution around us. Let's build awareness that the environment is very important for us to protect together. A healthy environment, a healthy brain. Thank you for watching our video. Hopefully it is useful.